Ah, the Hangfire. We know it, we love it, we kill bosses with it. It's a weapon long known to be one of the strongest in the game. Not only is its base damage fairly high, but its secondary effect, the reload that causes the fiery explosion, puts its damage head and shoulders above the competition. Because it's a fire weapon, the Hangfire can boost its own damage output without the need for synergies between your other equipment. Not only that, but its damage can be further boosted by a number of rings, spells, and even arcana at your disposal. This makes it reliable in every situation in the game. Bring this thing along in your raids and you basically can't go wrong. In this build, I factored in a bevy of other prayer items that revolve around getting the most out of the Hangfire's unique mechanic, thus pushing its damage even higher. I've mixed in tons of elemental damage. The light and heavy spells, Stormball and Iron Cross, pair well together. And the rings of Excreta, I think that's how you pronounce it, and Hangfire pair excellently together. With everything up and running, you'll find that the elements in this build stack perfectly with one another. Earth causes more lightning procs to occur, while fire increases the damage of all. Put them all together to cause destruction for your foes. Our second primary will be the All-Seeing Eye. Let me explain. The All-Seeing Eye is used to tag enemies at a distance. Hit your enemies in the face before they can take too much damage to trigger the decay effect, which will spread that decay to all enemies in a pretty far radius without you even having the need to see them. This effect deals good chip damage while you close a distance, then combines with your spells to get the most out of the lightning damage you call down on fools. This is one build where I really focus on rosaries to maximize the build's effects. The two most important I can recommend are the Dash Stamina Bead and the Ailment Power Bead. This should be self-explanatory enough, with all the dashing and elemental combinations you're going to be doing. But I also throw in the Spell Recharge Bead so I can constantly pop off Stormballs. I should mention here that this is where the Conjure Incense comes into play. The Conjure Incense with the Spell Recharge Bead means there's no need for the Wellspring Incense, widely considered the only actual useful incense in the game. But damn do I like to use something different every now and then. Use the Weapon Range Bead to get the most out of the All-Seeing Eye, which also works well with the Hangfire when it's used outside of its recommended range to reduce the drastic fall-off damage of its bullets. This is also a build where the prophecies you have slotted will increase the fun factor while significantly adding to the overall power at the same time. At least for the first few. Slot the Prophecy of Firearms, Earth Element, and Air Element high up on the list. And mix in Prophecy of Health somewhere in the mix to get more gun damage or less enemy health. And I haven't even mentioned the Severed Ear yet. Who would have ever thought this thing would actually be good? It happens to combine well with the Hangfire and the Ring of Excreta. Whatever. The Hangfire's reload effect matches great with the Severed Ear. Reloading triggers the Severed Ear's stagger to push back monsters that crowd up on you. And since we're constantly dashing to reload cancel the Hangfire, we're leaving behind the decay bombs from our ring. If you don't know, the Severed Ear only causes damage on enemies affected by decay. Though I swear I've seen this thing dealing damage without the decay effect. But that might just be me imagining things in the heat of battle. And that's the build, simple as that. You'll get constant staggers out of the Hangfire's damage, the Excreta's bombs, and the Severed Ear's special effect. And you can even throw in your charged melee for more damage and stuns. Shooting monsters, dashing into groups leaving behind bombs, reloading to stagger and stun, then dashing out leaving behind even more bombs creates a satisfying gameplay loop when combined with the spells featured in this build. Play around with it and you'll see why I say using this build is basically Witchfire made easy.